Hi, this is Danny Doyle. I'm here with Casual Jacob, and so we know Largo's not MVP. I'm guessing it's either Tanith or Jill. I'm gonna go with Tanith, though. I think she killed more.
As someone who has no idea how the MVP system works, I'm an expert in saying I do think it's Tanith.
Okay, it could be Alencia because of experience, but I just don't know. It is Alencia.
It does seem,
Okay,
yeah.
new ally Volk and Braum. Are you sure
All
about
right,
Braum? Are you
Hawkswing.
sure about Braum?
Braum found a way to not be stuck on the boat, and it's to teleport to a rock.
Is Braum? Does he still? He does still exist.
Oh,
Okay,
there he
I
is.
was scared because
He
I
still has his
scrolled down
stuff.
and like Volk was not there. So Braum exists. He has the fucking Brave Lance and B rank.
Why does he have
What
a
is
Brave
this?
Lance?
What is this?
We have an early Smite scroll as well.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
we can give Smite to someone now. You don't usually get Smite until the map where you fight Dale's dad, I think.
it's pretty late. Yeah.
But now we can give Smite to someone.
Can Gifka fit it? He has Roar.
We can give Smite to Naysala so we can fly and smite people.
I don't even know.
Can
who
you
we
give
would
Smite to a flyer?
To. You cannot give Smite to a mounted unit, but I'm pretty sure you could give it to Naysala.
Although, do we want to give it to someone who has enough build to shove heavy things?
I mean, that would be Gifka.
Yeah. I think if we're giving it to someone
We have to
realistically,
remove
we
Roar
probably
from
give it.
him to do that. As
And
cool as Roar is, I think Smite is more useful.
And he starts with almost full gauge, so we can have super high movement and shove and smite on turn one.
Yeah, I think this is the correct
I think
thing
Smite's
to
the
do.
play. We have so many skill scrolls. Do we want to put Provoke on someone? Is there anyone we want to use Provoke on?
I mean, if I were actually going to use Braum, him, but like, Tanith has more defense than him.
Tanith might not be a bad choice. Just to...
Isn't Provoke... Oh, it
Provoke's
is
only
5. We could also just give it to Largo.
We could. I know Provoke is really touchy with how it works, but...
Yeah, it's a little bit weird. We could also give it to Joffrey, although we could also give him Savior.
Do we want to give Jeffrey Soul at some point?
Yeah, we probably do want to give him Soul. Let's...
Because I don't think we're getting stunned on Jill, so we could give her Savior if we're going to give a Flyer Savior.
Yeah. Yeah, we could give Jill Savior. I'm gonna give her the Speed Wing as well. I think
Makes
she
sense.
benefits from it.
I think she makes good use of it.
Is Astra skill percent?
It is. I think it's skill percent or skill over 2%. Let me double check.
So do we save all the secret books for once Stefan promotes?
Exactly.
I say looking at a fucking level 4 unit, knowing that we're giving all of our bonus experience to Makalov.
He will simply level up.
Will.
Wifeybot says it's skill over 2.
We'll give
Because
those.
IS are cowards.
I guess we can make a forge.
What do we want to forge?
I don't know.
Joe, we have the Thief Band. We can attack people and steal their money.
That's a different game.
Oh.
That's a different game. Yeah, that's a different one.
I like that the one scroll we can't sell is the one we would. We can't get rid of renewal.
Oh yeah, it doesn't have a price.
We can't sell the renewal scroll.
Is it 20% or magic based? I always forget.
Imbue is magic. Oh.
So it's 20% of your HP? Or 10% or something?
I want to say it's 10%.
God, that's so bad. If it was
Yeah.
20, I would give it to Largo, like regain 8 HP per turn or something.
At the beginning of each turn, the user recovers a total of HP equal to 1/10 of their max.
That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. Not
So even
gonna
if you're
lie.
capped out at 60 HP, you get a whole 6 HP every turn.
I think we give Joffrey the Seraph Robe and Draco Shield.
Just let him frontline.
Yeah. Because he's already got, like, pretty good defensive profile, and this just makes it even better.
Make him bulkier. Not bulkier, we're gonna
And-
pick him later.
We can make a forge. This is the big Astrid Night Ward shove smite map, right?
Oh, it's good we got Smite then, because that'll make the... Oh, wait, she flies. Or Lincia flies now.
Yeah, Alincia flies.
They fly now!
Alincia flies... Does she reach Astrid on time, though? I guess we'll...
I mean, you can reach Astrid turn 1 with a Smite and 2 shove? Or a Smite and 1 shove?
Who is Astrid again? Astrid's Kieran, right? So let's make an axe for Kieran.
Sure. We should name it the Hand Axe.
Name it the Hand Axe? I was gonna name it the Christmas Axe.
I like that name too.
Because he's a Christmas Cavalier. Although
What
I
does
do
it make
know,
Astrid?
that there's some people who don't think he's a Christmas Cavalier because he joins at a different time than Oscar, and like, I don't know. I feel like the red and green Cav having like a relationship with each other that's even outside of the supports highlighted to me really makes him feel like very distinctly Christmassy. Does anyone else need a?
And it's not that much later, but I can see it. Because he joins in chapter 10 versus Oscar's
Well,
1.
He technically joins in 11.
Oh, yeah,
He's
he's
yellow and
technically
10.
11.
Not to like, actually,
No, I agree with you there. Don't worry.
like he never becomes blue in 10.
Do we have any supports we want to do?
Oh, I keep forgetting to check those. Yeah. We could go with Lindsay Largo. That would be funny.
Let's see.
Yeah, Largo doesn't really have any better support options.
Largo's Titania.
Cavs.
Oh, yeah, that's...
Cavs. Can we skip?
Yeah.
Can we skip? There we go. Okay, thank
There you go.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah,
let's
support
go.
them up.
Oh, that's the last Valencia though. I want to get her Jeffrey support.
Yeah.
Dang.
Well, it just means we can't get the, we just won't be able to get Khalil B, but...
Yeah.
Which Khalil was... God, who was Khalil again? I can't remember at this
Khalil
point.
Soren.
Okay, it's gonna take forever to get the B support on Soren anyways, right?
Yeah, let's do it.
So we can do that, and then we can get the A support with Jeffrey whenever it comes up.
Wait, Largo also can get Lucia and Stefan. I guess we can go Stefan. Like, that's not a big deal. Alright, no infos. Yeah, so let's, we'll be right
I guess
back.
we're kind of...
So, something interesting. You know, Tyronia replaces Godfrey. Yeah, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
We talked about this already.
This cool
Kieran, Kieran replaces Astrid, which, like,
This guy...
the first thing to draw attention to is he does not have Paragon, so he's just, like, immediately so much worse.
He's just little level 1 baby.
He does, of course, get Gamble, which is
Because
cool,
Paragon.
I guess. Gamble goes well with the 150 hit axe he has in his inventory.
It's so weird. Can you even crit with the practice weapon?
It has 0 inherent crit, so I don't know.
That's so weird.
But
I
that's
thought I
the
remember
weapon from
seeing
the
somewhere you can't
tutorial.
crit from.
That's the weapon
In case
from
you
the
haven't noticed-
tutorial.
Did you see how much durability it has?
Infinite.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know what these choices are.
It's definitely something.
Yeah,
Okay, so checking, unless they modded it, it says that it's, just check the day crit is false, meaning it cannot critical. So unless they modded it to let it have crit chance, which would be really funny.
you're roboting pretty hard. Can you repeat that? What's up?
Oh, just saying that it looks like you... Nice crit.
Very nice crit.
It looks like in vanilla it can't crit, so I'm curious to see if they've changed it to let it crit. Tornio in green armor looks so weird.
Oh yeah, he switched to be a green unit moment.
Green armor. He almost one-shots this guy. Oh my gosh. Calm down.
Well, that's with her yellow units, and as we all know, the yellow units are stronger than the blue units.
They are pretty strong.
I mean, you're playing Maniac mode for the first time right now.
I sure am.
Once you get to Tanith, you will understand the power of the yellow units.
I have heard that the yellow units are incredibly strong.
They get Maniac bonuses just like enemies do. Which is
so
pretty
they are
cool.
a little bit strong. They have some stats.
We'll go ahead and smite. Because Lindsay is a flyer, so she doesn't need to take the road.
She can just... Meow.
We can just get
Kieran,
Astrid.
you can join us.
Oh, I forgot to trade him his, the axe I made for him. Yeah,
I
it looks
think
like he
he's fine.
cannot crit.
Oh, what if he choose Gamble?
No, it just...
Yeah.
Fucking 78 hit with Gamble is actually hilariously impressive.
I know. That's why my favorite thing I do in every Path of Radiance run is I train Z-Hark, Swordmaster, give him a max crit, max hit Slim Sword, and give him Gamble, and watch him have 85 to 90% hit rates with Gamble.
Honestly, level 1 Kieran does not look terrible. Oh, I forgot to recruit Geronio.
Oh noes. I think he'll be fine for a turn.
Yeah, I think
And
so
this
too.
is combat with a practice axe. What if we actually gave him his forge?
It would probably be pretty good. It would probably be pretty good. I think Largo might have some competition for axes finally. I mean, I say that, but like Astrid also exists. So
You can't compete
maybe
with
finally
Braum.
isn't the right word.
Finally used for Tormod, shoving the small boy so we can reach a box turn 1.
Small child opens chest.
Woo!
I forget all
I
the
think
treasures on this map. I know that one of the ones on the opposite ship is an energy drop, because that was important for 0% growth, like it was mandatory for the boss kill. Oh, Mordecai, what are you doing?
He's just standing there.
Mordecai is a prom archetype. I've once again benched Naysala. I think he's just perma-benched. I'm worried about him breaking the fragile Path of Radiance emulation. Also, I love how this archer's... Like, Tanith is so strong, the archer is ignoring effective damage to go for a random soldier instead.
Effective damage, my why are you here'th? Let's see what's in these boxes.
Goodbye, green units. Oh, you're pulling up the map? That's awesome. Thank you so much.
I'm a be real. There are some chests that are not worth wasting your time and chest keys on.
Yeah.
Because, like, the chest right above Soth is a Laguz axe.
Kieran can use that. Oh, shit. Wait, is Kieran dead? No.
How does he not get doubled?
Maybe the practice axe... Oh, maybe the practice axe has that effect.
Does
the practice axe prevent doubling? Like Wary Fighter?
The Mer might just be losing a lot of speed from Steel Sword.
I'm wondering if Practice Axe gives the Wary effect, because, like, do you ever double in the tutorial?
You never do, but I didn't think anyone had the speed to double. We can always check ASs whenever this is done.
Yeah, well, so, like, if anyone was gonna get doubled, it would be Boyd.
Yeah. Whoosh.
Maybe it's just... Is the Practice Axe weightless, I wonder?
I actually just pulled up the stats for the goofy thing. It has 4 weight.
So, he's not getting doubled. He has 8 speed versus 13, 12 weight, so 11. Yeah, so he shouldn't get doubled. Because it was 4 weight, he's not weighed down, yeah.
He's just 1 AS off of getting doubled. Oh, do we need to recruit,
Yeah, I just, like, want to train him. I just want to train him. What if we, like... Wait. What if we, like, rescue drop Geronio to, like, here?
Isn't he just gonna run around?
No, but then we can, like...
Oh, like, talk to him that turn. So we're gonna spend 3 units
2,
turn.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he just needs to go here, right? Yeah, so he can do that. So Joffrey, rescue, go here. And then Alincia... Well, I want Alincia to do healing. Kieran can probably live a turn without healing, right? Right? No, I'll have Jill take drop.
Or
Drop.
I was gonna say, if you have Valencia do it, she could help like trade the axe onto him.
Well, she's gonna heal him.
Oh, so she can just do it then.
So, talk.
You should help us.
Oh, he doesn't get his action this turn because he's already been rescue dropped.
Oh, interesting.
Wait, that means I can't heal him. Well, actually, I can Canto.
Yeah, it's Canto away. Because Cantoing after attacking is really balanced.
I forgot that was a feature in Path of Radiance. Because it's just busted. It's just busted.
I always find it so bizarre that they looked at FE 6 and 7 with their 3-weapon paladins and 8 move and Canto, and they said, that's not good enough. We need to let them move again after attacking, like in FE 4 and 5.
I mean, I think it is pretty cool. It's just...
It's a fun mechanic. I think it's really fun to get to... I think it'd be fun to try a Fire Emblem game where everyone can move again after using their leftover movement.
That's called
like
Fire
another
Emblem
tabletop
4.
I played. True.
That's called Fire Emblem 4 because the infantry are not usable units. Pew!
Pew.
Pew!
I like the arrow firing sound effect. Twing!
I like how I only gave her a bow so that she could fight birds.
Useful!
And then I forgot to take it off of her, so she's just using it to fight regular units as well.
Yeah, why not? Gotta get to double bow, right? Right?
She can't use double bow.
Yeah.
It's, I believe it's sniper exclusive. Like, it's not even infantry exclusive, because Boyd can't use it either.
Which is incredibly funny. Just let my boy use his thing.
Khalil, 11 speed, so she doesn't double.
Oh, do you want to know what's
I
the
forgot
box?
to
Do
trade.
you know what you want to go
Fudge.
for? Oh, oops.
I forgot to trade. How do you do here? Oh, she one-shots. Okay.
Fire!
Awesome. Fire!
Ooh. Thunder!
Hammer!
Pin!
Actually, don't use the hammer against the steel swords. That's a good way to miss.
You gotta use hammers versus soldiers.
You gotta use hammers versus soldiers.
In chapter 7, in chapters 4 and 7, hammers are good against soldiers.
But
it's
only in those chapters. Because the weapon triangle is a mechanic unique to those. For anyone who's completely confused about what nonsense we're talking about, the Fire Emblem fandom wiki, has, like, advice for how to use, for what to do and stuff. And it is always bad. And at one point, the advice was, you gotta use the hammer for weapon triangle advantage against the soldiers of chapter 3 and 7. Was it 3 and 7? 4 and 7?
I think it's 4 and 7 of FE6, because those are the two difficult maps that people talk about.
Yeah, so of the Binding Blade, and it said because the weapon triangle exists as a map gimmick for those maps. But, like,
It's
not
so
on other
bad.
maps. But, like, not on other maps for some reason. But also, using the hammer against soldiers. And, like, Chapter 7 is a map where Armor Knights exist. Like, I don't know.
It's something, alright. It's wrong, but it's something.
It is something. I really like the Unicorn Horn on the Falco Knights. I think that's really cool.
It's neat.
I just think it's neat.
Look out, it's a Myrmidon.
He's got
a
iron
big
blade,
iron.
though. He's got the iron blade, so he's weighed down. So I double him.
Big iron. It's also Tanith has like 25 AS with the Steel Knights equipped.
No. he would have doubled and one-rounded her if he didn't have the Iron Blade. Trust.
True.
The numbers don't reflect it, but trust. Numbers are overrated.
She's pretty strong here.
Yeah. This is just kind of how hard mode Path of Radiance goes, though. Is like you
Sadly
hyper-invest
enough.
in a couple of units, and then they just do everything for you.
You just kind of watch the carnage happen.
Yeah, I think this is why most people, myself included, typically don't turn animations on. Because, like, the carnage is already pretty long. With 0 damage, watch out! I heard bird lagoos are pretty scary. Their commander, King
Devil's
Mordecai. Oh god,
I just rope and go look at him on the water.
I just realized getting the Night Ring is gonna actually be kind of awful.
Oh, that's... Oh my god, girl.
Because
Such a good level.
normally you can, like, lure... Normally you can, like,
Naysala
lure
over with Vortex.
Naysala over, but, like, Mordecai can't fly, and all the
So
crows can, so they're all gonna die. Just very sad.
Yeah.
Unless, like... Given the quality of items that we've had, like, just in random people's inventories, maybe a Mist will just join with, like, an infinite range warp staff or something, and that'll be the answer.
True. I wonder if the next Lagoose we get's just gonna have a royal band that every Lagoose can have.
Yeah, because, like, normally that's... Well, we'll find out in a couple of maps, but normally that's, like, the Moarum thing.
I'm gonna call that the pack creator's favorite unit in the game is Ulki, so Ulki's gonna start with a royal band in his inventory.
I think his favorite unit is either Stefan or Braum, if I'm being 100.
Janof's gonna have a brave beak.
The brave beak. I think that, like, editing Lagoos is actually pretty
I would imagine it's
sketchy.
hard.
So I don't necessarily think that that's gonna happen. Yo, spin to win. We were just saying Fire, Hammer, Thunder, Spin. This is the spin.
Oh, by the way, the chest above Soth has a long sword, just in case you want to waste your time opening it.
I do want to waste my time opening it, actually.
Good.
Chuck
Look out at
Norris.
Norris.
Look at Chuck Norris's 0 damage.
He's using up uses of the longbow he's gonna drop.
Oh, Norris actually has a really cool model. I never see the boss models because I never have animations on.
I'm just scared of him because he has crit rate. And he has Adept. Did you know that boss has Adept?
What if we Killing Edge this guy
Dual crit.
and we Astra crit?
Swing.
No! He got crit instead! Well played. Well played. Well played. We'll be right back. So, there definitely wasn't a second attempt off camera where, because of variable enemy stats that I didn't check, he did get doubled this time. Wait, that's 13 minus 3, so that's 10. Okay, so he's not doubled again.
Okay.
We can actually play like good god gamers, and I set up a recruitment and a practice axe kill. I want to use Kieran because of funny practice axe.
Yo, this thing's gonna be perfect for combat arts, right? Because it doesn't have durability.
Oh, true. Because this is Fire Emblem. Engage! Or 3 houses. Or whichever. There's Chuck Norris. The brave Chuck Norris.
I remember these halberdiers in the center just don't move.
Yeah, but they always scare me because this was the era of Fire Emblem where UI hadn't updated to show that yet.
So it looks like they're going to move, and you just kind of have to be scared.
Yeah. I get why it took so long for them to implement them, but I really wish that, like, this is my biggest, like, whenever I play an older game, I'm just like, why can't you be, like, better?
Did Radiant Dawn have UI to show whether someone was going to move or not?
No, I think the first game to do that was Shadow Dragon. Correct me in
Yeah,
the
I know
comments if I'm
FE11
wrong,
does
though.
it.
Shadow Dragon introduced its own, like, hilarious lack of quality of life, though, because it was the first game with enemy phase skipping, but it didn't show you when people die on enemy phase.
Yep.
Like, nowadays, if you, like, skip the enemy phase in Awakening and Donald gets, like, one-rounded or whatever, it'll show the death quote so you know. But, like, I've seen, like, 4 or 5 Iron Mans where someone will, like, get to the next chapter, be deciding who to deploy, and be like, wait, where's this unit? I was training them. What happened?
Because they died during an enemy phase
And
skip.
they just died during an enemy phase that got skipped. I wonder actually how much that impacts like speedruns, because you can't like read it in the speedrun now.
I know there's... Anytime I want to show off goofy speedruns, I always show off the FE11 TAS, because TAS is really funny on the DS. And a bunch of people die in that one. Like, most of the early squad all end up dead in the first couple of chapters. So I imagine it's really helpful because you can just keep skipping enemy phase.
Look at this shit.
I think
Shove
that TAS
trains.
has more time spent on the skip enemy phase screen than it does actually playing the game.
That sounds about right. That sounds about like what I would expect. If I do this... Okay, we can kill this archer.
Perfect.
Pew pew! Me
Iron bow.
when I say Astra's never gonna use bows. A liar.
Look at her go!
I do really like the bow paladin animation. I wish bows were better
Me
in Path of
too.
Radiance. I do think like bows are often maligned far more than they deserve. Like I think
Someone should do a video on like bows and their history and stuff.
yeah, that'd be cool if someone did that.
Very helpful.
7. Can we set up a kill for you? No. No.
This isn't looking so good.
No! Fucking
what if-
one-shots.
What if we just gave Alencia a Lance Reaver? That way she didn't have triangle disadvantage anymore.
Oh. No. Wait. Yes!
Oh?
This is
Chironio?
the Chironio sets up the kill for Kieran. Now we are gaming.
What a good unit.
I like how he's just using Gotry's palette.
He's just Gatry.
I kind of wish green units had animations. Most cursed thing anyone has ever said about Fire Emblem 9. But I kind of wish green units had animations so we could see the green unit Chironio do animations with the green palette.
Woo!
I think that would be kind of funny. God, if he had Paragon, wouldn't it be cool if a unit who started this low level had like Paragon or something? I think that would make a lot of sense.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Be kind of hype. Not gonna lie.
Whoa, good unit. 40 HP.
Yeah, I mean, I gave him a Seraph Robe and a Draco Shield. I'm
Wait, you
pretty
gave
sure.
him the Angel Robe, but I think HP caps at 40 unpromoted in FE9.
It does. It does, you're right.
I always forget that too.
Well, you know what's extra funny is, like, that's happened to Professor Bopper before. I have become a Bopper archetype. I accidentally used a Seraph Robe. I think he used it on Ike when Ike had 40 HP.
Oops.
And it was, like, a very memed-on moment. You know, for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
But now
It's
I am
funny.
the memed one.
I have become the comedy.
When are the milkmen gonna show up?
The Morrow.
I really like how derpy Wyverns look in this. Like, look at his little face. He's just like a guy. He's just a guy being a dude.
Just some flying lizard guy.
Do you, like, fucking die? No, you don't, actually. Okay, so you can heal someone who needs healing. Who requires
I forgot that when I was
healing.
looking at the treasures, I saw that, the top left one is the occult scroll, but next to it on WOD, in all caps, it says, "Get this one. It teaches a mastery skill."
That's like the most WOD thing I've ever heard of.
Get it. Teaches mastery skills. That's what it says.
It's important. Look at our smite bot.
It's an item that sounds way cool and more important than it actually is.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if mastery skills were, like, stronger, I think it would be nice. But you can't even sell it. It's very sad.
Yeah, so you get it, and you just... I guess I'll give Soul to my Paladin. I guess I'll give Ike Ether for the next third of the game, I guess.
We could give Stun to Alencia.
We could.
I am, just speaking of Alencia, I am a little bit worried about her ability to, fight the Black Knight.
I have this weird feeling we're not fighting the Black Knight.
Yeah, but then comes the next thing I'm worried about. Ashnard. We do actually have to fight him. That is mandatory.
Just wait for Mordecai to show up. Easy, right?
Well, no. In hard mode and maniac mode, they only show up on phase 2.
I know.
Oh, I thought you were... I'm so used to interacting with YouTube comments. I constantly get people talking about how the Royals in FE9 actually show up early, and I'm crazy for saying that. And I'm like, no, on easy and normal, they show up early. But on hard mode,
Maniac,
not on hard mode and not on Maniac. Like, and that's not even like, because I know there's like an attitude in the Fire Emblem community of like, only the highest difficulty matters. And like, to an extent, I understand where it comes from, and I do think that in general, defaulting to the highest difficulty is more helpful. But I don't think discounting discussion of lower difficulties is like... I don't think you should not allow that. I think,
yeah,
like, hey, if you want to talk about how good a strategy is on a lower difficulty or whatever, just clarify. Because, like, the logic is that, on lower difficulties, the units tend to be more homogenous, you know.
Everyone kills everything and lives.
Yeah, if everyone kills everything and lives, then there's not that much separating units other than their classes, which many people, myself included, find to be a very boring way to evaluate units. It's part of why I think unit evaluation in FE9 is kind of boring, too. Is, like, BXB kind of makes it so class is the only thing that matters, and, like, that's just kind of lame.
All it comes down to is, do you have high move? Can you fly? Can you staff? Stuff like that.
Canto?
Can you throw hand axes?
Obviously, it's a slight oversimplification, because, like... I'm trying to think of a counterexample from FE9, and, like, the closest one is Makalov, but I also think Makalov is an underrated unit. Not even because he's good, but because, like, his averages are just the same as the other Cavs.
He will have enough stats to do what you want a Paladin to do.
And that's also, like, that's a thing that happens with Oscar, is, like, I feel like the Oscar discourse is often, like, Oscar just sucks big booty butt, and I'm like... Just run their averages. All 4 of the unpromoted Cavs are remarkably similar units from the numbers perspective. Obviously, they're separated by, like, you know, Astrid has Paragon, Oscar has early availability, Kieran comes at a very good level, and Makalov just doesn't have anything going for him, which is why he's the worst of them. But, like, by no means is he unusable. You're not going to be upset if you decide to, like, just only train Cavaliers in this game. You'll still have a good squad. Like, if you just go oops all mounted units, you still have a good squad.
I actually did that for a run. I did, like, all the mounted units, all the flyers, promoted mist. It was both the easiest and also kind of just the most boring run of this game I've ever done.
I'm resisting the urge to say every run of this game is the most boring run.
Oh, that's actually tragic.
I know. My opinion has fallen so far on this game. When when I made my tier list of like ordering the Fire Emblem games, right, this was number 2. And like Sacred Stones was number 1. And my opinion on Sacred Stones hasn't fallen as far as this one has, but it's definitely gone down since then.
Mm-hmm. I understand
part
sometimes
of it is, like,
just...
both of those are games that I have nostalgia for.
It's really hard to look through nostalgia sometimes. And I understand opinion on some games will just fluctuate here and there. I have different games that I go back and forth on.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Whether I actually think they're fun. There are some days where I think about just how peak and fun FE4 is, and then some days I go, huh, maybe I don't actually like it that much.
Yeah, I think a lot of it is just what you're in the mood for. That's
You
why
need the
I
right
always
flavor.
hesitate to say, like, something is my favorite. Like, even when I did the rankings, I think I talked about the idea that, like, these are going to change over time.
I think that's why I like to throw them in tiers instead of trying to number them, because I kind of get the idea of all of these could, because if I were to throw like a middle tier together, it would be like FE7. I'm gonna make some people upset here. It'd be like FE7, Conquest, Radiant Dawn, and shoot, like FE3 or something. And I can't really put those games in any order because every day I wake up, those 4 just shuffle in what order they go in.
See, Fire Emblem 7 is, like, my bottom, and it will always be my bottom. I mean, Heroes obviously gets, like, special mention for being genuinely unethical.
Counterpoint, I don't consider it a Fire Emblem game.
Yeah, I mean, I included TMS on it as well, on the list as well. Like, I included all of the spin-offs I played. So I included Tokyo Mirage Sessions. I included BSFE. God, BSFE is awful.
Hypnotism. The only time I'd ever play, I'd play BSFE just to say, "Wow, I played that," and then I'd probably never play it again.
I've encountered 2 different people who rank BSFE very highly. One of them I think does it as a meme, but the other one I think is genuinely serious. And, like, obviously, opinions cannot be, like, right or wrong. It just confuses me, because I don't really know what there is that appeals about it. Like, it's definitely...
It's unique.
Well, yeah, but, like, a lot of things are unique. Like, I don't know. You get a very unique feeling when you take a cheese grater to your testicles. I'm sure there's not too many things that resemble that, but, like, doesn't mean that it's enjoyable. Like, that doesn't sound like a fun unique. I will say this, though, like, again, like, you're not wrong for liking BSFE just because I dislike it. I just
confused.
don't... Like, for a lot of other games that I don't like, so, for example, notorious disliker of the Valentia games. I don't like Aiden, I don't like SOV. I can understand why people do, though. I can understand why people do. Like...
Hi, I'm people.
One of the things that I find to be the most important in terms of, like, making a Fire Emblem game enjoyable for me personally is map design. But, like, if you don't care about map design... And, like, obviously the maps is, like, the low-hanging fruit. There's other issues I have with Valentia. Like, the grinding, like, the... annoying, like... I don't like the lack of reliability. Like, the fact that you just get such high avoid on all units really annoys me. But, like, those are things that other people are not as bothered by. And I can completely understand that. But BSFE and FE7 are the 2 where I'm just like, again, I can respect your opinion, but I do not think I will ever understand it.
Don't worry, if it makes you feel any better, I don't think I'll understand why I put FE7 where I do. FE7's weird to me. I like this game and I don't know why I do.
I know that, like, there's been a backlash to the backlash of FE7, where, like, for a while I actually had people on my side, and a lot of people, not just isolated to my own community, were like, yeah, FE7 kind of sucks ass. But I feel like now there's been the, things work like this, right? In terms of opinions on the internet, is like you get the backlash,
Right,
and then you get the
pendulum.
backlash to the backlash. And I think that the opinions have come back around, and FE7 is now beloved darling again, or at the very least, people will say that like it's not good, but it's not as bad as people say. Hi, I'm people. Like it is, it is as bad as I say. Like it's just a series of time wastes. I don't know. The story is bad, but it's not noticeably worse than other Fire Emblem stories. I'll say that much. Like, I'll say nice things about it, because I don't think that any game is, like, any game in the series is, completely worthless or completely worthed. If that's a word. I don't know if that's a word.
I think I get it.
Like, I think it has... If you don't count the Fire Dragon, if you're counting... Like, if you say the Fire Dragon's a fake final map, which I think is a fair thing to say, then I think it has the best final map, for example.
It's so good!
And final maps are, like, one of the harder things to do well in Fire Emblem, so that's kind of cool.
I really think that's why my brain forgives FE7 so much, is I get to the final map and go, whoop, this is peak! And then I go, I can't wait to play this game again!
Well, but that's the thing, is like, in addition to the map design just kind of being dookie, with like a bunch of annoying gimmicks and stuff, the sort of thing that people shit on Rev for, that I do think is an issue in Rev, but I think is less of an issue than people say. The way that the experience formula, deployment slots, and unit design just make the FE7 team, like, there's not, I chose to use XYZ unit this run. There's the FE7 team, which is just all the mid-game pre-promotes you get handed, plus
especially
Marcus and Lowen, or if you go Lin mode, like one of the Christmas Cavs as well. And then there's, like, I decided to use this unit, I know they're bad, but I want to use them, right? Like, you don't choose which mage to use. You either use Kanas or consciously choose not to use him.
Yes.
You don't choose which... You don't choose... and even then, like... Or you choose not to use Pent, also. Like, because then Pent just invalidates whoever you've chosen. Did he just cancel me? Oh no, he's got the longbow.
He has a longbow equipped. It especially hurts the early game when your squad kind of has to be Hector, Marcus, Matthew, and then 5 other people.
Mm-hmm. I think, like, the only instance of an interesting choice in terms of who you put on your team is, do you give the Knight's Crest to Lowen or Oswin?
I have come around to Oswin so much in my recent playthroughs.
I prefer... Did that just... This dude and
Kill
guy.
Edge. That was close.
Yeah, that was this dude and guy.
Look out, green unit.
But yeah, I prefer Oswin to Lowen, but I think that, like... I don't think it's a clear-cut, like, this one is definitely better situation.
Maybe I just don't like Lowen.
Partially this is probably because, like, well, I was gonna say recently, but it was actually, like, over a year ago now. I've been playing 0% Growth FE7. I took a pretty long break because there were scheduling issues where, like, for a while my co-host wasn't able to record, and then I wasn't able to record, and now, like, it just keeps going back and forth, so it's like...
This looks like... Oh, wow, 100 hit.
Yeah,
Practice axe.
The practice axe has 150 base hit. This thing will never... This thing will never miss. Like, this thing will never fucking miss.
Occult scroll!
I listened to WOD's advice. We can't
Get
miss this one.
It teaches mastery skills.
But yeah, practice axe, awesome.
Why did we get this?
But yeah, 0% Growth's Oswin. 0% Growth's Oswin simultaneously holds up really well, and also shows you just how bad FE7 enemy quality is. He is doubling enemies on the Geats map. Oswin! In 0% growths with no speed wings, because I'm not giving him speed wings. All he got was promotion bonuses, with granted is like +3 speed, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, for some reason FE7 does this thing where it wants promo bonuses to patch your bad stat.
Yeah. And you never get your good stats either, which is like...
So, you get weird scenarios where generals get 3 speed on promo, druids get 3 speed on promo, sages get 3 HP, 3 defense, and 3 resistance, I think, to make them bulkier because they're frail.
Yeah.
What else does it?
Swordmasters don't get any speed.
Yeah, like Lyn and Swordmasters get a little bit of strength and some defense and a bunch of HP. But they give you a bunch of stats to quote-unquote patch up your bad ones, which just means you don't excel in anything.
Well, you excel at being an all-arounder.
Which is funny, because I think Paladins get +2 HP, +1 to everything else, I think. So they just get a perfect level up with 1 more HP.
Okay, but Paladins are peak.
Indeed.
You know what would have been really funny?
Weird. Oh yeah?
What if Fire Emblem 7 was released during the era when strength and magic were different stats, and mages got strength on promo despite not being able to do anything with it? Like, just you promote Urk and he gets 5 strength, and you're just like, oh, that's cool. Like, is he gonna get like swords or something? Anything?
War Mage.
No. Okay. Like, I actually kind of want to see a hack that does that now.
That'd be
like
hilarious.
The epic troll.
Although you could just play FE4 to do that, because what are your Mage Knights doing with their +5 or 6 strength promo bonus?
Well, they can use swords though.
They can use swords. I mostly mean that they're not going to do anything with them.
You say that, but have you tried physical Lex tilt you?
I've done Hole and Tail 2 for Brave Sword.
So what you do for physical Lex tilt you is you have Vantage Wrath now, and the downside to Vantage Wrath is like, oh well, you know, you what are you doing, soldier? You don't have enough magic to kill with a crit. You don't have enough magic to kill with a crit, so that's bad. No, you absolute fool! You're a physical unit! Give him a really strong sword, have him Vantage Wrath a bunch of one-range enemies. Why did you not know that? Sword.
But I forgot why I did this pairing. I did Holin Teltu for a playthrough, because, I wanted to do airing swords on Arthur, because I thought it'd be really funny to do Silverblade on Arthur. Spoilers, it was not very fun. That was awful.
Well, you should have given him Wrath.
He was not that good. But instead, it gave Tinny B swords on promotion. So I gave her my 100 crit Brave Sword. And it truly showed that the weapon is doing all the heavy lifting, because she was still blasting things and killing everything. But it's because she was basically auto-critting everything with the Brave Sword.
Yeah, the Brave Sword is certainly a weapon that exists in Fire Emblem 4. Oh no! Oh no! Tavaran, what are you doing?
He's just standing there. Yo, look at all this juicy birdie XP. We're gonna get so much EXP. I think one of them has a droppable coin.
They might have stealables as well.
Or, I think it's a stealable coin. I think some have stealable coins. 1 or 2 have a droppable coin. Oh no! Speedwing!
Nice.
God, where have I seen that before?
4. Can we deal 22 points of damage?
We can use a bow! Use the unit that has Colossus and a crit boost to try to set up a kill.
Listen. You don't understand.
I don't. Funny. Enlighten me.
It'd be funny.
I guess Largo plus Alencia could set up a kill.
Yeah. Let's just hope we don't get the 24% crit.
Bonk.
There we go.
Herb. He looks so goofy with that little bitty iron axe.
Oh wait, we don't have to use the practice axe. We do have the
Oh, we
Christmas
could
axe.
just use the Christmas axe.
80% instead of 100%. The practice axe is so wild. No! Kieran! Why do you suck ass?
Where's the 2RN table? Or is 2RN?
How could this happen to me?
92.2.
Okay, Braum will land this 52.
Why didn't you have the Brave Lance on him?
Why is he... Whoa!
Why is he red?
Oh my god! Why is he red? Maybe this has to do with the mountain walking glitch?
Or I don't know, maybe he's always red and I've just never seen his animations.
No, he's black. Or rather, his
Wild.
armor is.
Look, bows for effective damage!
I mean, unironically, that's why she's killing.
The crows are the one example where I can think of where bows for effective damage are kind of nice almost. But I think it's because you don't have forged up hand axes yet.
It's also 2x effectiveness, so it's like not even a lot. Is the sad part. I think they all retreat now, though, that we've opened all the treasure.
I think so. They'll go to retreat, but if they see the seize point, they'll take it.
Well, that's why Joffrey's holding down
Jeffrey.
the fort.
Jeffrey will choke this point.
He's a good Doga archetype.
Woo!
Alright, Tyronio. Braum just
Get
showed
him.
off. Show that Tyronio is also good. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
What's my boy supposed to do without resolve? What is this?
I mean, he gets doubled without resolve, but he's still, he's master sealable now, technically.
Ooh, good level.
That was a good
Beats
level.
that anyways. So what is the plan here?
Just like... I know they go for kills. So let's not let them get kills.
Get the small children out of the way.
Do you reach? No. Okay, cool.
Couple of tiles.
None that the small children are on, though, so it's fine.
We could have smited Jill.
No, now they...
Goodbye.
Okay, because they don't have kills, they just retreat now.
Mordecai's standing there menacingly in the water.
My favorite is how now crows are going to start showing up, and then immediately retreating.
Just immediately ducking out.
Oh, a soldier finally actually hit a crow.
Woo!
Oh. Do you have a hand axe? Okay. We'll do this.
Nom, 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 nom. Wait, before you trade, do you want to check? Do you want to lower the HP on the enemy first? Because once you trade, you'll commit to it.
True.
2 range, technically.
That doesn't work.
We just need to do 11 damage. You can just train like an Iron Lance onto him.
Yeah, that's the plan. Thank you for the,
Look at that. I'm sure he
correction
doesn't
to
do
the
the
Kieran
hand axe.
strat.
Oh!
That's unfortunate.
The soldier finally hit, but now you can't.
The soldier stole my hit chance.
Just give Steve on the wind edge and attack the bird at 2 range.
I'm honestly a little bit surprised we don't have the wind edge yet.
Sounds like something we would get.
Wait, there's a short axe, isn't there? I think we have a short axe. But it might be it's in the convoy. Okay.
It might be in the convoy.
It is in the convoy. Alright, well, we just gotta hope that we deal 12 damage with the hand axe, which I don't think we do.
Do a crit!
He's not gonna hit anyway. No, you don't understand. If he had gotten a crit, holy shit. So Tyronio can't hit anything, but Kieran can. I think this proves Cavs are better than Armor Knights, objectively speaking.
Cavs do what Armor Knight don't.
That's true.
Pew. It's bird season. That's a lot of experience. This is why you leave Paragon. Didn't trade the Night Ward. Bad play.
Yeah, I don't have an excuse for that. I don't have an excuse for that at all.
But for some reason, I think she has enough speed to last her a little while.
Maybe. Maybe.
Alright, time for more birds. Goodbye.
And there's the Pegasus Knights.
We did it! We defended the map.
We did it, SpongeBob. We saved the city. Click like and subscribe for more epic meme moments. Bye.